No semeri kwano mwanju muri ndonse soberete na nigoendete gutwara weekend yao irengie karori ritukuria Jumamosi tariki 15 nemo mutinyino yokano mwaka wa 2022 kukwarana SMS itu ya Amayia Chinsa Isano Ibere eringwerere na kusansamana na ria ritwa kwarana rikururia gakete gwikaboniga no kubori kwane unakabamu na inji goikoma rinyana na bokwenda gutubwatia sensemeri iye mitandao Facebook tonyore Ndizi TV News waiga sensemeri ya YouTube na bogotubwatia Ndizi TV News na bogoto tweet @Ndizi TV News ekerengeri kiao nigo tukiare ndikirensa kirita eka gwetera se namba eyera se skin yao igo kabamo na inji goikoma rio nimetebuna nigo ere chinga kichiaranji kurende nigo na kwaria niru karanso ike ende nkwerere halia mange twa gusangiri kuru irianyi mo chesugusu amo nabosongo oyora sensemeri yo munwe manyererio nigakorokwa Joshua Auta na iriane Brighton Makori. Ekera bakristo bagendete guchingira umujega bwa Easter nigo bono banyarire bagosemigwa bona banyare bagosirana eri kwena kibuna nkubwaterana bale na gosirana ase ense yito ya Kenya kagukwana ase barisi yarangenyo fata penadio ngeli nigo bona tebire buna ene arenga ki abakenya gosaba kristo bagwendete kubugoreranira emesigo eri kwena kibuna komosira bale na gosasi manyasaye na kunyura Yesu Kristo kera bugotimo saraba na gukwa eri goboria abakristo uniga kwane tayari tukurigoro ekararenga sensemeri ya ipalishe yo kerarikote abuna nechinga kichigo sherekea epasaka engia
kinyi kirisike upurira abantonga intukwiranira kobabuna nyasaye atutungete na kubuguri kinyi kiyaye ntugweneta kuba eamate y'abantu bakorototana eamate y'abantu bakobugoreranye eamate y'abantu bagosunsurana na komenya se obomo ikiyagera amma okwamerera ninkororo konene abantu asabantu
ekera bana siasa bagendete gwakera ikuko na kuriye birogo aho biburayi asinsito ya Kenya garutwendete kwerigania gocha sobochore wonne bo mwako yoiga nigo bona bana siasa banyarire bakuboriwa mbanyara baguturbani chisemya asinsito ya Kenya boigo mbanyara bakogenda goikasi skuru asibarachi gwakera ikuko kaho kwana nigetoseni Ndizi TV omunyakero we podi ye skuru ase county ya Kisii Onali Ondeli nigo bona nyarire kumocha bana siasa anne bali bagwate kirenga kyocho turubani chisemya sinse yito ya Kenya boigo nigarurige kurege tindi go chia sabana siasa abo abatabuna barabuna abantu batenete chisemya se county ya Kisii mbago chugwanja bikorwa bune bikorekana asiskuru ao.
And these campaigns might in one way or another interfere with the school programs. I call upon the politicians to take cognizance of the fact that children need to learn in a conducive environment. We shouldn't allow loud speakers near school vicinities. We shouldn't have or allow campaigns taking place right in the school compounds or near the school compounds. And therefore, when you want to campaign, please do it far from the schools. Do it with consideration that there are children in our institutions. Some of these are our own children. Now parents might not cope with campaigns as well as taking care of their children in schools. Some of you might be following politicians for handouts, and I call upon you guys, you parents, that you should avoid this. Take much of your time to think about the education of your child than following politicians.
Asijinga kijeje ondeli niganyarira kuboria abana siasa bugo tabanjira abana bakwenda giskuru goso asiji campaign cyabo nigatebiruna ekera baranjira abana bwo asiji campaign nigogera gikuturbania masomo na abana mbaji gokoromo kiasa masomo abo boigo niganyarira go semia bible kwene kebuna nkumanya bale asabana babo bale ingakeye ye campaign gosasa ingakeye ya siasa.
So I also urge the politicians to desist from allowing our youths in schools joining their campaign trails, because then you are actually interfering with the normal learning in schools. Wherever you have campaigns, anywhere in any region where you are aspiring to be an MCA, an MP, senator, women rep, possibly a governor, we call upon you to consider doing this far from the schools, doing this, avoiding the young ones from schools coming to join you and leaving schools or abandoning schools. Any parent who shall allow the children to follow politicians shall face the law, because the act is very clear. 2013 Basic Education Act stipulates that every child, every parent must ensure that the child goes to school.
Ababotani be kiama kya UDA kurwa sensemo ya basi ni gobono ba orokirio gotaisanaka kwabo anena kyo bochorio boke bwi kiama kiba korekanta senseme yikone ni obateruna ni goba bogete na kogenda gwikaze bitu erigwa kajikora na kubachora bali baganitie kurende bochorio mbo korekanite asenjera erendonge na sande mbo korekanite eyeirire baganyade ba kwemurunga na kubori boteniri bwi kiama ekyo korigeria linganerio.
Kulikuwa sana na law ya kutaka kuchagua viongozi ambao watawakilisha hii chama katika hii ward yetu, wa vijana wenye ambao wako na maendeleo, wenye wako na agenda kuleta maendeleo katika ward yao. Lakini sasa tukiangalia situation vile iko, watu wamechoka
kwa wengi, ni kama wengine wame lose hope. Sasa kazi wananchi tunasema haki itendeke ili tupate kupiga hizo kula.
Tumesikia wenzetu wenye wametuweka hapa kama agents wametuambia tusubiri kidogo, wamefuatilia hilo jambo ndio tujue chenye watatupatia mwelekeo mwingine wenye watatupatia. Hao wenye wamefika hapa wametuambia walikuwa wanafaa kupeleka hizo ballot boxes elsewhere, but tumewauliza mbona mkafika hapa alafu mkarudi juu ni watu hapa. Wakatuambia tungoje, kuna gari nyingine inakuja. Wakatuuliza njia ya kuwapitisha mahali kwingine, tukawaambia haiko, wakarudi na mahali wamepitia.
Omubunge Mumias Benjamin Washiali ni kubona nyareka gotogi kiombe kya osini nyareka gotogi obomobwa ni nyareka gotogi ebochori bwa korekande bwa kiama kya UDS chinsemo aho asate biruna ekiombe kyo ni go kyanyareke okoro bochori obuya sabana kya buli kiombe gerigete ne tobochori ne chimbebe AABC go chikwenda kibuna ngobwatia kere chinjera kiama kya UDA yatumeka okorobochori asinsemo abao endobochori bu mwakoyo karudo juka chitariki kyando mutinyo watano gatatu kujiboro korekana asinjera yobwene no bwasyo.
Like any other elections, we have had issues, blame game here and there, but generally as UDA, the way we conducted our nominations was just as good as the general elections, because all the materials that IEBC supplies, we had them. In fact, we were a little bit better than IEBC, and I'm just hoping that going forward, IEBC should borrow a leaf from what UDA has done, because we have done our best.
And I want to say that the exercise that was being done yesterday on the UDA, and I want to concur with my brother Washiali, that the IEBC should borrow from what we have done. Yes, there are some issues, some little problems here, like in Nakuru Town, his constituency. There was a small problem in Biashara, which I hope, again, the National Election Board will be able now to give direction once it is sorted out.
Abarai bali bakomoko boko murai wekiama kyawe bakaronzo musyoka ni gobono basingirete gote abuna murai karonzo na isaine kobo mokonyi bu murai wekiama kya ODM rera murudinga erigo chikuruki ebendere yekiama osobo mobwasi miura moja indi bachikurigi chikura asobomo ni gobona abarai abanyari bagwesoki na gote abuna karonzo tiga uribaga kobo mokonyi oraira babigas chinga kichi karonzo ni ganyandeka komoja ebyombo bya bali na banyari bagokwana buna karonzo ni gaikiwu ensinyo anenekero asimio umoja banyara bakuri kuko bwatana okukora agere na murayonde bwensitanyara kagosoka kurwase obamobu.
The matter of the deputy party leader of Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Political Party, that position belongs to Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka.
I congratulate President Uhuru Kenyatta because he's a chair of a coalition council. I congratulate my friend Raila because he's a coalition political party leader. and then I'm listed as a coalition member. So so Mheshimiwa Wambua, congratulations, goes you are the treasurer, and Mheshimiwa Rose Museo is also a member of the Coalition Management Committee. That is the team that will be driving this coalition. Of course, there must be hiccups. It's expected here and there. But again, please look at this as very serious business. I saw some headline of a newspaper saying Kalonzo Musyoka cornered. I don't think it's very easy to corner Kalonzo Musyoka. It is not easy. And cornered by who? You can't corner Buffalo Soldier.
Abana boda nigo bono babulia serikali kubika mirobelio yogosira ensemeyo nigo bono bateruna serikali sikubika mirobelio yogosira sekte yo nigo barachikonyora amatunda amanene asense yaito ya Kenya. Ken Onyango no yomo wa wana boda yonyandeka hoteabuna osotwa otwariro kosemeribuna Raila Odinga aise kopomora yo gatano asense ya Kenya na barachikoreta monjoli amanene asense yaito ya Kenya anene ensemeli ya boda.
Kuchomea mazee huko Nairobi. Yaani inakuwa tu ni issue ni sisi na watu wote wakapigwa, yet it was a small number of jamaa wa bike walikuwa pale, na ni incident ambayo ilikuwa blown out of proportion. Hiyo unajua ni kwa sababu gani? Hakuna mtu wa kutetea bodaboda. Na kama tungekuwa naye at least tungekuwa tuko sawa. Lakini nashukuru kwa sababu wakati moja tulifikisha information kwa Mheshimiwa Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Tulituma some of the guys, sisi wenyewe hatukumfikia. Sisi wenyewe hatukumfikia, lakini tulituma wajamaa wakaenda pale wakamwambia mzee, tetea wajamaa wa boda. Hawa jamaa wanafanya they actually playing a very important role in the economy. Ingeweza kuwa an incident fanyika na mtu moja, lakini si wote. Sasa baba akazungumza, na wakati alizungumza story ya crackdown ikaisha. Alipozungumza story ya crackdown ikaisha, tukarudi job, sasa tunapiga kazi. Lakini hata hivyo bado budget wakati ilitoka hivi tukawekewa another kikwazo ingine ya kwamba mtu wa boda lazima akatie mpaka jamaa mwenye amembeba insurance. Insurance yenyewe bado iko expensive. Lakini mimi najua serikali ya Raila Amolo Odinga, hiyo ni serikali lazima itatetea sisi watu wa bodaboda.
Ani wangui oyo nyore tumuchando buburwaire nigo bono nera nyarega kuburia serikali kubika mirobeli yogo kinia nsemo yobachenu asense yaito ya Kenya erigo konya chinyagitali ao erinde abakenya banyara bakonyora siba konyora burwaria asinyagitali ao hanene nigo ani wangui atebire nera buna Raila Amolo aise kuira chikura hanena asense meli yae ya papakea na bira chikoreta monjelio asansa meli yobachenu asense yaito ya Kenya tigatoiwe ngaki ani wangui akubuli kwae wachiase serikali.
Having been a cardiac patient in this country, I would really, and something that really speaks to me as a person, is the health status of this country. Unfortunately, there are so many challenges that face every Kenyan in this country, because the accessibilities of the hospitals we have, some of these hospitals are located way far from the citizens. Number two, the issue of affordability. And number three, the quality of the services that we receive from these hospitals. And therefore, I would really be grateful as a Kenyan if the president or if the government speaks into the issue of health. A healthy nation is a wealthy nation. And therefore, if we speak into the health space of every citizen, then we would be sure that we would have a very wealthy nation, because we will have citizens that are able to work and even create wealth for this country. If it would be great if we would have accessible healthcare, if we would have level 5 hospitals in every sub-county, that would really sort the issues of accessibility to these hospitals. In addition, that would bring the services closer, and if we have these hospitals very well equipped, then we do not need to source for services in the private sector or even out of the country. I think it's also important that if we looked into the working conditions of our health workers, the doctors, the nurses, and every health worker, because most of the times these people have to go on strike for them to get their rights. I wish we would speak into this space so that we have a smooth running of the hospitals and of the health facility.
Ayuna na kwareneria Jamhuri Chinsa Isano korendege koraga Chinsa ikomi ninjiko koretera yo mana mange tumanyanga yo mabwa Kenya kwanza bwarenge tumanya mabwa asimura moja akibogenda ne campaign chiaba kerobarasi county ya Trans Nzoia na mange najiko koretera chikoraga Chinsa ikomi korende haya Chinsa Ibere nigo akwererabu yorenga somuntu wimanyererio nigakorogwa Joshua Auta neriane Brighton Makori kugusabira gendera gutwara umusimu bwe pasaka engia.